And welcome back to another exciting episode of the Tapehead Massacre podcast. I am Caleb.
I am Tyler.
I am Red Eye Chris.
Red-Eyed Chris, the Red-Eyed Devil himself, he's here. Well, look, it's the three amigos. We're back at it. We're here. It's all three of us. And today we're doing a really cool episode because you know why it's so cool? Because we're
talking about nothing. Sorry.
We're talking about nothing, baby.
Absolutely nothing. No, I'm
Right.
just kidding. We're talking about a lot.
We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but we're not going to talk about a specific topic this evening. Normally, as you know, we have a film that we review or a guest on the show to talk over a movie of theirs. We've had catching up episodes in the past, when we would take a 6-month hiatus or whatever. But this isn't like that because we've been consistent and we've been doing every week, baby, and we've been on top of it. All right, and I have the peach Fago to prove it. All right, let me tell you. So,
Wow.
listen, let me tell you what.
Wait. Can I ask a question? Are you feeling peachy keen?
Oh,
Oh.
fuck my!
I just
God.
shoot myself.
That's bam. Fuck.
What were those other flavors that you had? There was
I
one I
got-
was trying to read.
Root beer.
Nice.
Yeah, the other one.
Oh, this is where did I put it?
Just so much Fago.
What the fuck?
Raspberry blueberry.
Raspberry blueberry.
It's not blueberry. It's not blue raspberry. It is raspberry blueberry.
How much sugar is in a serving of that? I'm just asking.
We
In a-
discussed
in a
this
serving.
actually.
It's not that much. It's only 38 grams.
Oh,
I mean
Only.
don't get me wrong, that's a lot, but when you think about a soda that is blue, you would automatically think that this sumbitch is going to be fucking sugary.
yeah.
Yeah.
For
I think Mountain Dew has more though.
It has like double. I'm not even fucking with you.
It took me, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is really sad. I'm 28 years old. I think it took me until 27 to figure out you probably shouldn't drink a Mountain Dew 9 o'clock or later if you're trying to fall asleep between 10 and 10:30. Doesn't fucking work, dude. Between the sugar and the caffeine, it took me 3 years of doing that to go, something's wrong here.
Also
Something's
kills all
wrong.
your sperm, so they say.
Well, listen, I'm not trying to have kids. You know what I mean? I'm trying to burn them babies down.
Burn them, baby.
You're trying to out here fire them blanks, baby.
That's it, dude. Just shooting blanks. That's what I'm all
You
about.
get that MTN
Listen.
Dew fucking vasectomy, baby.
Oh yeah, dude. They don't talk about it a lot, but hey, it's free,
They
babe.
do.
Well,
They
you
don't
know,
do the do. They do the snip.
they do this. Now here's the thing. I wonder how many dues it would take to do the deed versus going to get it from a financial perspective.
I
So
think
I'm
there's
gonna
only
have to weigh
one way
that
to
out.
find out. I think there's only one way to find out. Just start drinking
Listen.
dews and just start. Just
We need to run a poll after this episode. Just to see what the listeners want. 'Cause I'll do it.
That's a good poll. And,
Yeah,
all right, so
Dew?
Spotify.
DW?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Spotify users, we're gonna have a poll. You guys will have to vote. How many dews will it take to do the dew?
To do the vasectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
This is off
yeah,
to a
so-
start.
this is always we always start these fucking things off with a great way. And listen, so let's kick this off old school. Let's bring this back to a retro format. Back in the day, how we used
We need
to do things.
This is why we need a soundboard where we go
We-
pew 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 pew.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
it,
so
yeah.
that's in the works. We're gonna have a soundboard soon, so we're gonna be extra fucking goofy. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so the main thing, well, not the main thing. Let's get a little bit of an appetizer first. Let's get a little bit of an appetizer first, all right?
Well, appetit.
A
Yeah.
little
right.
ho-ha, you know? Cuisine, you know what I mean?
Yo, yeah. Take care. Brush your hair.
Take your hair, brush your hair.
Right, cool.
That's it. So, the flick of the hit. So, yeah, I want to ask you guys, what have you been watching? What have you been listening to? I'm going to go left to right, and left on my screen is Chris. Chris, you're up first. What have you been, let's see, what have you been listening to? And follow that up with what you've been watching. Wow, I am glistening. What the fuck?
You're a sweaty boy.
I-
Sweaty boy.
Get that
It's crazy.
moisturizer.
Just, yeah, whew.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
it, dude.
So listening, honestly, dude, I just been it's really hard for me to sit down and just listen to one thing. I'm a playlist guy. So I kind of been bouncing between like a 2000s Warped Tour playlist because I'm reminiscing on being 17 at Warped Tour on a 150-degree day. Uh, Actually reminiscing on the one time that I almost killed a 13-year-old girl during Crown the Empire set at Warped Tour. So I've
Nice.
been reminiscing that. I have been jamming just New Era. Their stuff's great. And then also, I don't know if you guys ever heard of them, but a band that Caleb knows. Actually, Caleb knows. Sorry, I forgot that you know this. I've been listening to My Heart to Fear. Completely
Yeah.
forgot that we went on tour with them.
Yeah, we
I don't
did.
know how.
We're back in the day.
That was back in the day. Back in the day. And then I've been listening to another band called Onward to Olympus. Not
Oh, I
around
remember them.
anymore.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, but been jamming them. So there's a lot of playlist stuff. I've actually been trying to catch up on like new core because I really don't know what's out there music wise. So I've been listening to a lot of just like new core playlists because I'm old and this is the point where I start losing what's good in music. You know what I mean? So this is that time. Watching. Actually, I do want to shout out one thing that I watched. I haven't been watching too much because work has been killing me, but Erica showed me one of her favorite Universal monster movies called The Bride of Dracula.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah, dude, I've never seen it before.
It's
So
good.
she picked up the Scream Factory release of it and showed it to me, and it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. So
love
that was a
this.
ton of fun, man. We definitely need to talk a little bit more Universal on here. I think the people would like that. A little more
We
Universal.
do need a Universal episode. We need to pay homage to the classics
Sure.
for sure, 100%.
We've talked about that too.
We
like, a
talked about
couple
doing
times.
it, but we haven't actually gone through with it. But I think we need to. I think what we've been really honing in on lately, off air, has been really kind of just like finding out our format, and we've been really figuring it out. And if you go back and listen to the first episode versus the last episode, I think we really have like a good thing going in terms of a format, and we've really been discussing that a lot lately. And I think the next thing for us to do is going to be these like themed episodes. We do have a lot of guests lined up, and we're just like working out availability and scheduling, but we have a lot of guests on the horizon. We have Kevin, the drummer from the Acacia Strain, is going to be on the show. Looking at June for that. We have Studio House Designs coming up. Lunch Meet Josh from Lunch Meet VHS. There's just a whole lot going on, and the guest element of things is really rad. And Tyler, before I turn over to you on what's been up, we got a confirmation here. That do you guys know, Chris, you brought it up, Tyler, I don't know if you know about this, but do you know about the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew, that the new John that's out? It has 73 grams of sugar in it.
Jesus, that's like you're gonna lose a foot immediately.
Yeah, that's
Just gone, dude.
diabetes.
That's fucking instant diabetes. Damn,
So,
dude.
but yeah,
73 grams of sugar.
73 grams of sugar, and
For like a can, how many ounces?
it's the
You know,
bottle.
a
So
can?
what's the
bottle?
bottle? Yeah.
So we talking 20 ounce or we talking
20 ounce.
still? That's fucking alarming.
Yeah, and 91
That's really-
milligrams of caffeine.
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
even want to like drink the whole thing. I just kind of want to sip, and then I want to throw it out my window doing 100.
And that's the thing here. That's another thing. I feel like that's an overrated food in my opinion. Flamin' Hots. I don't get the craze. I never got it.
You
It's
don't like hot
alright.
fries? You like hot fries?
I like hot
Your
fries.
girlfriend
But I
loves
don't,
hot fries. Yeah.
yeah,
They're
but
so
I
good.
don't like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Like it's cool, but it's kind of gimmicky. I don't know. That's how I feel. Hot take maybe.
Maybe hot
Who's to
take.
say?
The older you guys get, do you hate hard food? Like anything
Hard?
that's not easy to chew?
Uh,
Like anything with like bite. Like I find
dude,
myself when I eat cereal, it rests in the milk a minute longer than it did 20 years ago. I don't know. Maybe it's just-
Yeah, no, I
I'll be honest-
vibe that.
I
Yo!
got that. I'll tell you. I give up Butterfingers because of that. Gave up
Okay.
Butterfingers.
Listen,
They get stuck in
a
your teeth.
combo. We know what combos are, right? The
Yeah,
delicious
yeah.
pretzel snack.
Love them.
Yeah, a combo. It shattered one of my molars at work this week. Shattered.
That's Pure age.
Obliterated, bro. Obliterated. And I'm sitting there and I'm just chewing on it. I didn't even fucking feel anything. I was just fucking just chewing, and then it was like, oh, fuck is that? I bit into my own fucking tooth. Like, the piece of the tooth was floating around in my fucking mouth, and I bit it down into it thinking it was a piece of the combo, and I was like, ow, that fucking hurt. And then I was like, what the fuck is that? And I, like, fucking spit it out, and it's a fucking goddamn piece of my tooth. And I, like, fucking put my fucking tongue back in that area, and I'm like, I'm fucking missing a goddamn molar now because of these combos. So, Chris,
You know what the
to your
real
point,
important question is? The important question: what flavor was the combo?
I'm sure to ask that.
listen, pizza, baby. Pizza.
Pizza. It's gotta be.
Listen,
Yeah.
man, I like the cheddar, like just like the regular cheddar.
Yeah, the OGs.
Yeah.
And then you got
Cheddar
people
boy.
eat the pretzel one, and I'm like, that's not. I don't know.
Is there a pretzel flavored one?
No, there's like it's a pretzel coating instead of bread. What's that on the outside? Yeah, there's one. There's a combo. It's a pretzel.
But I thought they're all pretzels. I thought it's a pretzel snack.
No, there's no. Like the cheddar one is like it's not pretzel. Whatever the fuck the other kind is, it's not pretzel.
I thought they're all supposed to be pretzels.
No, they're not all. No, they're not all
No.
pretzels.
Wait.
Fuck.
Actually, I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now.
All right.
The most addicting little salty snack I've had lately that I forgot about from like 10 years ago are the Frito honey twists, the honey barbecue twist.
Oh, dude.
It's a baked cracker.
It's a baked cracker.
Baked cracker. Interesting.
Well, I would much prefer pretzel or cracker. Okay, so my brother just said pretzel or cracker. So apparently we stand corrected. Cracker. I'd rather have the pretzel ones. I fuck with pretzels more. Okay, so all right, so bit the combo and it shattered the tooth. No bueno. Tooth down, man down, big time. It was
That's tough.
It was not good.
R.I.P.
And speaking of work, I have a very important work story to share with the world today. There's going to be a revelation on today's episode. There's going to be a coming out of sorts in the world of my life. All right, so.
We gotta let Tyler tell us about what's going on with him.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not.
Thank you, Chris.
Listen, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not talking about log works yet. All right, we're gonna turn it over to Tyler. Ty Guy goes, and Tyler's gonna tell us what you've been listening to.
Yes. Well, so what I've been listening to, I'm a man who's afraid of change. I've been listening to, I don't know how many times I listened to Glow On. I might be Turnstile's biggest fan. I'm not 100% positive, but I've literally front to back.
It is.
It's just so good. It's so catchy. I've been recently going back into Deftones. I can't.
That's weird. I listened to them the other day.
I can't get, the problem with me and Deftones is I love their songs, and I can't listen to an album front to back with them for some reason. I try so many times, and
you just get too horny.
I get too fucking horny. I get too turned on, and I just bust, dude. I bust.
Yeah, I bust and
I fucking bust. But I've been listening to them a lot. I'll be honest with you, and they're a very well-known band. Their one single gets played all the fucking time, but I love them. I think they're probably the greatest rock and roll band of the last 30 years, in my honest opinion. It's fucking Oasis, dude. I love that band so fucking. They're just a great, straight, in-your-face rock and roll band. And the Gallaghers are, love them or hate them, they're the funniest people in the world. Noel Gallagher said once about Liam Gallagher, he is a fork in a world of soup. And I'll never forget that line. That is my favorite line of all time. So it's been a trifecta of that. I've been kind of bouncing around, Chris, kind of to your point. I've been trying to see like what's out there in the world again, because I'm starting to hit that age where I realize high school was 10 years ago now for me. And I'm going, oh, no. Now, speaking of, Caleb, you hit on something that I know you're going to get to in a little bit here. But we're speaking about backdoor activities. So I have been deathly ill since Wednesday. I got a stomach bug, and it was coming out both ends, front and back. So do you remember the South Park episode, the Tourette's episode, where Cartman has Tourette's?
Yeah.
And he meets the dude who pisses out of his ass, and he just keeps saying he's pissing out of his ass.
Piss out my ass.
Yeah, I literally have just been doing that for 3 days straight, including today, but it stopped today. That made me feel so old. Wednesday to Sunday, dude. Can't shake it. can't shake the sickness. 22, 23-year-old me, Friday, I'd be good to go. I'm still over here fucking shitting my brains out, dehydrated as a son of a bitch. But, you know, I'm trying to work it through, guys. I'm trying to work it through. As far as viewership's concerned, I made my family watch Censor today because I really did enjoy that film. I think it's the last thing we all actually reviewed together, if I'm not mistaken, because I missed the following 2 episodes. Family didn't vibe with Censor. I was disappointed. Chris and I were talking before the episode started. I want to kind of jump this over to you guys, especially because I know we're big into pop culture in general, not just horror movies, but is there nothing worse? And I love you, family. Shout out my fam. There's nothing worse than when you go to show somebody a film that you love, and within 10 minutes you look over and they're either on their phone, they're talking to the person next to them, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking
I'm gonna knock you the fuck out right now. Dude, I will fight somebody in the theater, bro. I swear to God. That's why I don't go to fucking movies anymore, bro. I'm telling you, it drives me fucking crazy. You
I'm waiting for Caleb to punch a hole in the wall.
Dude, I'm gonna fuck this is all drywall in here, baby. It's going down. I'm pulling a Kyle tonight. Fuck it.
Pulling a Chad, dude.
It's so funny that you mentioned boxing in a movie theater. Erica and I saw Creed 2 in a movie theater, and there was an elderly black lady in our row all the way to the left that commentated the entire fight of the movie out loud, going, left, yeah, hit him with the right, yeah, the entire end of the movie.
No way.
Yeah, so you combine both elements of this story.
How many fucking announcers am I getting?
Michael B. Jordan.
Dude, I'll tell you the last film I saw in theaters is Caleb Tuber. I don't go to movie theaters anymore. I number one, it's overpriced. Even if it's during the day and you get those cheap tickets, they're gonna bend you over on the food and snacks because you got to get food and snacks while you're there. You can't stop. Yeah, right. But the last one I went to, I left and it was Halloween. It was the first of the new series of Halloweens. 2018. I went and saw that, and this dude next to me was hooked up drunk. We made the mistake. We went this not opening night, but the night following. So it's always packed those first 2 nights.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just shouting "fuck Donald Trump" for the first 20 minutes of the film. I was like, gotta give the dude his credit. He's making a political statement, but I'm like, I can't fucking watch this film.
I don't know if you're. I gotta go now.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go. I ate my Bunch of Crunch and I bounced. I was out.
Bunch of Crunch.
Dude, it's Bunch of Crunch and Cherry Coke every time. And whether that was Blockbuster for me or a movie theater, that's the go-to every time.
Man,
Also,
I just started thinking about how you would go to Blockbuster and they would sell bags of popcorn. And that shit was probably the cost of what it costs to go to the store and buy a box of popcorn.
Yeah.
Remember you could buy like a bag of popcorn?
You could.
Yeah, psychopaths don't keep popcorn in their house. Do you have popcorn in your house, Tyler?
I sure do.
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. I think I've said this on one of the episodes. I don't like popcorn.
Yeah, he doesn't
I'm
like
not a popcorn guy. It gets stuck in my teeth, and I choke on it.
He's a sweet guy. He's a sweet guy.
I'm a sweet.
Tyler,
you're out there with a bunch of Crunch, aren't you, or some shit?
Dude, I'm rocking with Bunch of Crunch.
That's what I thought. I remembered. I fucking remembered.
Yep, you did, dude.
Because you got Bunch of Crunch when we went to go see The Dead Don't Die.
That's right. I did.
Yeah.
That was a great film too. I gotta go watch that again.
You ever get worried that your chewing is too loud in a movie theater?
Dude, I freak out about that. I'm just like.
Here's another thing. Even worse. Have you chewed so loud in your own head that you can't even hear the dialogue that you're listening to?
Every time I go to the movies, yeah, every time. I'm like, what the hell did he just say?
Me and a bag of Doritos, I might as well have blacked out. I'm like, I don't fucking know what's going on.
Since this is nothing, all right, so I'm going to tell this quick story, and then I want to know your guys' worst experience. So we saw Black Panther at Cinemark in Summerdale, I don't know, within 3 days of the movie opening. And the young lady sitting next to me, not only shout out her, she did silent her phone. Not shout out her, she had LED alerts on, and the phone was facing back up. Then she pulled out a whole salad in one of those like clip plastic takeout things,
Whoa.
and then put salad on it or put dressing on it, and then ate the salad next to me.
I will say, respect to her for eating healthy. All right, you know, some people
Yeah.
you go to odd ends eating healthy, but goddamn,
She did. I mean, I don't know where she pulled this thing out of, but it was crazy. It was a
what was it? A classic Caesar? Are we talking a
wait a second. You're
chef
sitting,
salad?
dude. You're sitting in a movie theater. You're watching a movie. All of a sudden, you get a whiff of Caesar dressing. What do you think is happening around you, bro?
Dude. And Caesar kind of smells sort of gamey, dude.
Do you
It
know
smells
why?
like
Do you know
it smells like
why?
my. There's yeah, because I've made homemade Caesar. It's the fucking they have like fish in it or something.
Anchovies.
Anchovies. I knew it
Fucking
was something.
nasty, bro. The fuck,
Anchovies.
man.
Dude, it smells like a fucking undercarriage. It's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, salad, and I had somebody eat a hoagie next to me.
Damn,
Not next to
full-blown.
me. They were like in my vicinity, but yeah.
What a fucking guy.
All right, I gotta go for you. So, I went and saw The Conjuring in theaters.
The
when it first came out.
Conjuring.
The Conjuring. The
Yeah.
Conjuring. Yes. And we were second row up, so it wasn't great seats, but it was like you had to get what you had to get because at that time that movie was
You're like this.
yeah, I'm literally. I think I still have neck problems from that movie for an hour and a half I was there. But dude, it was. I forget who I was with at the time. It might have been a guy. I can't remember. If it was a date or it was just a friend I was with. But it was like them to the left, I'm to the right, and then there was this big dude. He was Spanish. I don't know. Mexican, Guatemala. I don't know. I
Oh,
have no
dude,
idea.
I
But
remember this story. I love
you
this
remember this?
story. Go, go, go,
Dude.
go, go.
My man is tatted head to toe, like fucking just yoked too. Like he was definitely he was a 1.5 seater guy. All right, my boy was thick, dude, fucking yoked. All right, and he's sitting there fucking straight face. I know you can't see my face, but just imagine just fucking like just chest out, like he's not afraid of shit. And I'm sure I don't know how you guys reacted to that movie when you first saw it. That movie fucked me up when I first saw it. It had great scares, great jump scenes. You know, typical of that whole franchise, really, and anything that came up as an offshoot of it. But regardless, it was the scene where, and I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've seen The Conjuring, but where the girl is walking head first into the not the closet, but that armoire with the doors that swing
Yeah.
open, and they're trying to stop her. So they put the hand in front of her, and they look up, and the fucking demon creature's on top of the armoire that jumps off at her. Me and this big dude both went, ah! And then we both grabbed the seat next to us, and he put his hand on my hand, and we looked over and went, ah! And then we flipped back to watching the movie again. It was the most wholesome thing I've ever been a part of in my entire life.
Hand. That's
Dude, yeah, we had a love affair during The Conjuring, I think is what happened. I was like, but listen, you're never too tough. You're never too tough for horror. All right, it brings out the best in all of us. But I'll never forget that scene. I'll never forget that scene for that reason. But also, it did legit scare the fuck out of me when it happened. So,
So Caleb, what about you? Worst movie theater or best movie theater story?
Best movie theater story? All right, I have one that I wish that I was kidding about, but it was a real thing. The guy could have been trolling, but he was definitely of, Eastern descent, whether it be, of Asian descent somehow, right?
Got it.
And
Got it.
I was
thinking Eastern European.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was like,
we went to go see the newer iteration of Godzilla, the Bryan Cranston one.
Great film.
And IMAX, Delaware, did the whole John. And we're walking in, and this fucking guy like tapped me on the shoulder, and he was like, Godzilla. And I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, dude. There's just no fucking way. And like I think he was asking where the theater was. But I was like, this guy's got to be fucking trolling. There's no way. I was like, there's no way that I happen to be the guy this guy taps on the shoulder and just says that. So that was pretty funny. And then like the worst, easily this one time where this fucking couple was sitting in front of me and Snapchatting the whole time. They were directly in front of me, and they were Snapchatting with front-facing flash on. And I asked them 3 or 4 times to stop. And then I literally, like, I'm a non-confrontational person. You guys know that. I avoided it at all costs like the plague. But I literally was just like, I asked them 3 times. They would stop for 5-10 minutes, and I was just getting so fucking frustrated. And I was like, I can't fucking handle this anymore. So I literally was like, listen, man, stop Snapchatting, or I'm gonna take your fucking phone. And they didn't fucking bring it back. They had to have been like 16, but I would have I totally would just rip that fucking phone out of his hand and just like fucking, I don't know, threw it as far as I could have elsewhere. But
Dude, I feel like I don't know what it is, but like people lose all. Well, human beings in general have no courtesy, but I feel like they really lose it once they enter a movie theater. Like
dude, when they
they're
gotta shut
good,
the fuck up, like when they gotta
dude,
shut the fuck up.
they don't do it. They don't do it. It's crazy. Crazy.
So yeah, I saw it. So the 2017, I think that came out. Maybe
Yep.
it. I saw it like 3 times, and one time I saw it. I think it was like near opening day, packed theater. There's like 10 kids sit up in the corner causing a ruckus, like just being fucking crazy. So somebody calls a manager. Manager comes in, right? Manager starts arguing with the group of kids during the movie about how they're not being quiet and disruptive. For 10 minutes, this dude is arguing with them. Then security comes in and begins arguing with them. 20 minutes later, they're still arguing. Now people are telling the manager to shut the fuck up. Until they finally escorted the entire group out of the theater. 30 minutes it took them to
Dude, I would have been like, can you roll this shit back? Like, fuck.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
It was
There'd have
in Cumberland. I mean, I don't know what else you would expect from
Yeah,
Cumberland Regal.
Oh, dude, Cumberland
Yeah.
Regal. Damn, I've had
That's why
I can't
that's
forget-
my first movie theater.
I can't forget this story. So, do you remember the derecho show that hit back in 2012 through like pretty much all of Cumberland County? It was like 3, I think it was either 2 or 3 severe thunderstorms combined. It was like it was like May or June of 2012. So it was me and a few other people went to saw Ted. And I'm an anxious human being. I don't
Fuck
like
you, Thunder.
Yeah, fuck you. Literally perfect film to have this happen during. So right as Ted is scaling the fucking fence at Fenway, like right at the end, like where it all culminates, storm must be hitting because we're in a movie theater. Power cuts off in the whole theater, shuts down, and we're like, oh fuck, like what's going on? And mind you, we went and saw the latest showing. I think it was like a 12:30, 12:45. We get out, so they have us. They're like, stay in your seats, or you can go to the restroom or get food, or that's not obviously like hot served to you if you'd like. And I'm like, all right, cool. So
What a
we
weird precaution. Hey,
Mi-
they're like, everything's out. Go to the restroom.
mind you, I am fucking outer space high. Out of my mind.
They're
I
Stone-
am blasted.
like,
Stoned
evacuate the building. You're like, why am I going to the restroom?
Yeah, I was like, we hotboxed the whole way there, and I don't do well high in public anyway. But I thought a movie theater, great. It's all blacked out. I'm eating food. I'm good. It's like being at home, just in a more public area, but no one can really see me, so I'm chilling. I get out there, and then security has sort of built a perimeter around the theater. So me being high and panicking, going, is there a shooter? Am I going to die? I go up to the security guard and I go, excuse me, sir. Like, I gotta ask, the power's out, but what's going on? I hear a bunch of noise outside, and they go, there is a very severe storm coming through. You are not allowed to leave the theater until it's passed through. And it says there's about another 25 minutes before it passes. So we're like, fuck that. We're going to leave. So we try and open these doors. It was like a side exit. We literally touched the door, and it was one of those push. The wind was so strong, it launched the doors open. It was like a scene.
Oh my god.
It was like a scene out of Twister, and I'm going, oh my god. I'm fucking dude, my penis might have well have crawled back inside of me. Like, I didn't have one, dude. Like, just dick and balls just went, I got swallowed inside of me. Dude, I'm not kidding you when I say this. I will say it till the day I die. This really happened. Those doors flung open. Everybody shoots back because it's me, my friends, and there's like 10 other people. I see a car that is parked. Nobody's in it. The wind literally pushes the car into the back of another car. The wind was that strong. And I go, oh fuck, we're gonna die, dude. I am so stoned out of my mind. I'm like, dude, this is it. I'm gonna be the cow and Twister that they fucking see go. That's what I thought was gonna happen, dude. We tried to get. It took us, and from Cumberland Regal to Alloway. It's probably, I don't know. It's probably a 25-minute drive at that time of night. There's no traffic. Took us literally an hour and a half to get home. Every road had poles down, trees down. It was awful, dude. And I don't think we had power for like a week. But that might be my worst, also / funniest movie theater story for sure.
These are good. These are definitely really good. Now, one thing we do want to jump back into is
Yeah.
Tyler, what have you watched recently?
Oh, so I talked about Censor. I finally got around to watching the new Texas Chainsaw. It took me, I don't know, a month now at this point to watch. Honestly, I didn't hate it. I actually thought it was.
The kills are
bad
sick nasty.
Yeah, I think
like, it really didn't deliver anywhere else.
No, the dialogue was hard. Dialogue was terrible. Acting also pretty terrible. It wasn't really good that way, but just in pure entertainment value, I thought it landed. It did what it needed to do. Dude, I watched, and this is not horror related. Have you guys ever seen Big Fish?
Oh,
dude. I love that movie.
What the fuck?
That's so
dude. That's so weird, man. I love that fucking movie so much.
Yeah,
dude,
Ewan McGregor, like, so good.
I cried like a little bitch at like 12:30 at night, just fucking at the end of that film. I'm like, oh my god,
that's such a hard movie to watch, man. It's so fucking sad, man. Danny DeVito, like, Jesus.
So fun fact: Yellow Card is my favorite band ever, and they actually have a song that's all based on Big Fish.
No way.
About meeting a little man who says, "Life's a circus, and so we are small." The whole entire song recaps the plot of Big Fish.
Oh shit, that's super cool. I didn't know that at all. Yeah, but I saw, and I revisited that film. Just, I love when that happens with a film, horror or not, where like you see it and you're like, oh man, it's been probably like 10 years, but I know I love that film, and you rewatch it, it's still as good as the last watch. Yeah. As you remembered it. That's one of those films that did it for me. I just recently I rewatched that again for the first time. I rewatched The Exorcist over again, which I still think to this day, I don't know what it is, because the effects obviously are outdated, but there's just a certain creepy, disturbing quality to that film.
Are they outdated though? Are they?
I mean, if you were to look at it in terms of like today's effects, yeah, probably. But in the sense that, I mean, for its time period and probably 20 years after that, I mean, I don't think anything really stood against it or was better than it. But there's still a very disturbing quality about that film, unlike other films for me anyway. I don't know if it's just because I can't pull away from my childhood watch of that film and how bad it fucked me up when I first watched it. I think I watched it when I was like 8 or 9 years old. But that film, still, I watched it, I think, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and it still sat weird with me after watching it. I don't know what it is either, but goddamn, that film is so good. So good. So good. The person I was watching it with, I won't say the name, did not like it. Did not like it, and was disappointed. But that's all right. You can't please everybody.
You can't. You really can't.
You know, and that's the other thing. How many times have you guys, I'm curious, tried to get people who say they don't like horror into horror, and it's like hitting a wall every time, and you can't seem to push through it?
Yeah, I've had struggles.
Or do you have go-to films that you're like, I know you say you don't like it, but here's how you're going to get into it?
Yeah, I got that for sure. Yeah.
Is there a film that stands out that you use that with, though, for people like that, where you're like, here, try this?
Intentional
The Devil's
comedies.
Rejects.
Oh, goddamn.
That's an intense one.
That's goddamn, dude. There's like,
you're coming out swinging, Chris.
Yeah, you're just like, we're gonna watch a Serbian film.
yeah. But you know what? I think from a stylish perspective, Devil's Rejects really works on that front. It is very stylish in that sense. Also very fucking gory.
Yeah.
Brutal.
I mean, something for me would be like Shaun of the Dead, or like, because like something like that is like funny. It has. All right.
Twofer.
That's a twofer. It's got comedy, it's got gore, it's got a good story, it's got all good elements to it that you could show somebody and they can have a good time with it, have a good laugh, have a pint at the Winchester about it, and you know, and still be like, that's kind of scary, you know. And then like, you know, I'd say that you know, on a flip side of things, that if we were trying to go horror, I would. God damn it!
You got it. Persevere.
Fuck.
Just
Son
deep
of
throat
a
that mic.
bitch. Oh.
Yes,
Fuck.
there you go.
Uh, so aside from that, I'd probably say like Texas Chainsaw 2, maybe,
Yeah.
because it's a little bit more tame than the first one. The first one is is a tough sit through if you're like not into horror, and like, but there's also like different levels of not being into horror. There's like the people that find it corny, the people that are scared. Then there's like the phobia movies as well, that like, you know, people can't do clowns, I can't do spiders. You know, there's a whole lot of things that compile that. But Chris, you would say Devil's Rejects?
So the only reason why is because I've actually used that as kind of like a gateway, and it's only because it's not technically like a scary movie.
Right.
It is really intense, but it's not scary. And
Yeah.
like over the
Yeah.
years, as I've watched those rejects, I've realized that like it is very corny and very. It's got like that Rob Zombie sleaze to it, so I think it kind of walks that middle line really well. Of like, this is what horror is. Like horror does cross this line, but also this is crossing the line in certain aspects. It is a gory movie, but not as much as you think. Like if you guys revisit it, it's really not that. There's like a couple moments, and that's
Yeah.
really about it. Other than that, there's really not too much that happens in that movie.
Yeah, that's a good
Mm.
point. I have to revisit. It's been a while since I've seen that film. I'll say I have three that I've had really good success with. One, which I think we should review, and it doesn't get talked about probably enough in my opinion. Slither. I love that film with Melissa. I think it's Melissa George, I believe, is in that. Great film. Because I try not to go too old because I think it misses people. I feel like you kind of have to whittle them in to that a little bit. 30 Days a Night, I think, is another great one. It's kind of got that action based setting to it as much as it is quote unquote horror. Um, and one I've had success with a couple of times, and it's not really a planned thing. Again, a movie I think was big for about a split second in the mainstream, and then it just kind of faded away. The Descent from
Yeah,
like
we
oh
talked
05,
about
oh
that.
06.
Yeah, that's a really good one, man.
Yeah, yep. Those three have always they've been the charmers in the room.
The Descent is intense. That's a wild movie.
Talk about that's a fear that plays on that whole um,
Claustrophobic.
claustrophobic. Yeah, which I don't deal well with. So that film that could fuck with you quick
Yeah, yeah, it do be
for sure.
doing the shiesty shit there. I don't like caves. I do, but that's just scary. So let's talk something. Let's talk something real serious here.
Speaking of
Perfect.
claustrophobia,
Yeah,
What's up, Tyler?
I was gonna say because because we talked before. This is a perfect transition because I was like I'm gonna bounce here in a little bit. Boy's got to get his sleepy sleep in because I'm gonna be an adult tonight and go to bed early. But
There you go.
let's talk this transition because I know it's important before I go when you guys finish up the episode like two gents.
Well, let's do the Friday the 13th, John.
Yes.
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 So, as you may have known, if you have been listening to prior episodes, prior? Yeah, prior.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
That's the word.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Prior.
Prior tired. I'm tired of Prior. Richard
listening to
Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
There you go. There you go. He just throws up.
So we will be at the inaugural Friday the 13th minicon, hosted by Horror 365. There's a ton of guests. It is going to be on Friday the 13th, which will be May the 13th and 14th. We will be there the 14th. you'll have the three of us, plus Trox. Trox will be there. Chris's
Yeah.
girlfriend is also coming with us. So we're gonna have a big old party out that way, and it's gonna be nutty. We're gonna be doing interviews with the alumni that'll be there from parts 1, 2, and 3. There's a whole list of guests. You'll be able to get tickets to the event at the link in the description of this episode, the link in our bio as well. There's going to be, it'll be easily accessible for you to get tickets to this. They're not going to sell out. It's an outdoor event. The event is taking place at the Blairstown Diner, one of the original filming locations for Friday the 13th. And tickets are going to include a lot of different things at the different tiers that they are. So there'll be like a dinner with the alumni, meet and greets. If you want your wedding, if you want your vows renewed, South Jersey Jason is going to be doing that there. There's a whole ton of stuff that's going to be going on. A lot of vendors. We'll be doing a live broadcast. So make sure you guys are locked in and tuned in to our Twitch channel on May the 14th. We'll have a time posted. We'll figure out a time when we're going to be able to do that. But we're going to have a live broadcast from the Blairstown Diner with the alumni. It's going to be a fucking great time, and I absolutely cannot wait.
Also, Trox. Should we mention the little thing Trox is going to do, or do we not want to give that away?
Trox is going to be no, it's okay. No, Trox is going to be doing something that we've talked about doing before. We've wanted to do this at a Monster Mania convention before, but his scheduling just hasn't worked out. It's not 100% official that he is coming with us because he is trying to get his best to get out of work. However, if he can get out of work, Trox is going to be doing. Well, how would one say what Trox is going to do? Trox is going to be doing video segments with all of you out there in the listening world that will be attending the event.
Do you think they'll have beer there?
Yes.
I meant to ask that off air, but we're just gonna do this on air. Do you think they got alcohol there? Because Daddy's gonna need some alcohol. You know what I mean? Get a little buzzaroonie going, if you know what I'm talking about.
Get a little shlubba, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Gotta get a loose in the shoulders. You know what I mean? Yeah. Be a good time. Be a good time.
I'm driving. So,
yes. You're responsible.
DD.
It's all right. I'm straight edge, so
straight edge, dude.
It's all right.
No, good. I'm the fucking degenerate of the bunch. I'm
the degenerate. To drive my truck. I trust him.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, don't trust me. I can't drive. It's really bad. I'm very distracted. It's not a good time. Yeah, not good. Well, listen, boys. As always, I love you so much.
Love you.
Beautiful, beautiful specimens. You finish this episode out for me strongly to the world, to the Tapehead world. We need to have names for our listeners,
for our fans.
Yeah, what do we call them? What are we gonna
Tapeheads?
Tapeheads is that could be, but I feel like that's almost too
easy way out.
That's the easy way out. I think we think on it for a little bit.
Titty twisting tapes.
Titty twisting tapes.
Or titty twister tapes.
Titty twister. To all our tots, all the tits out there.
Yeah.
Be kind reminders.
Be kind rewinders. I like that. We're gonna have to sit on that though. I like where this is headed.
Josh, Lunch Meat Josh will have a good name because he's always good with the puns.
That's true. There you go. We'll rely on him. But
all right, Ty Guy, get some sleep, buddy. We love you.
Hey,
see you, bud.
Love you guys. Take it sleazy. And I'm
later, dude. Tyler signing off, and I'm fucking this all up now. Here we go. All right, so basically now. Chris and I are going to tail this bad boy off. Let's see, buddy. Have you picked up any cool stuff lately in terms of blues or merch, maybe, what have yous?
So, not too much because, fuck. Ugh.
Yeah, that's one for you.
Because it's actually like 3.
Oh, shit.
Like 3.
You've done them silently. I just do them right in the mic.
It works at 7 a.m.
Yeah, that's a doozy.
So actually it's been Erica buying most of this stuff for us. She actually picked up a couple of Vestron titles, which we've been trying to kind of complete that collection. So she went onto Amazon and she ordered The Gate.
Nice.
Yep. She got the Vestron for that, and then she also got, which I've somehow never seen, Return of the Living Dead 3.
Oh, dude, it's on I think it's on Prime, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, we got that. And then I picked up. We posted on Instagram, but I picked up a little Ty West. Like I loved X. And that's
Oh,
getting ready to come
I
out.
gotta see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting ready to come out. So I picked up the Innkeepers, and I picked up his other movie, which I'm blanking on the name of. It was the Innkeepers, and I think House of the Devil. I think House of the
That
Devil.
you did pick up House of the Devil.
Yeah, I did pick up House of the Devil because then I also got We Are Still Here, and I got another one too. I was at FYE in Cumberland, and they were all like $6.99.
Ooh.
I think all three of them were $6.99. So I picked up. And excuse my memory because I'm terrible. So yeah, so I got so the Innkeepers and House of the Devil, both by Ty West, and then I also got We Are Still Here, and I picked up I think those 740. Yeah, it was those three. I picked up. So I've been in a little bit of like a haunted house kind of mood with that kind of stuff.
I love that.
And then other than that, that's really I think I just ordered Ruggero Deodato's House at the End of the Park.
I've heard good things.
So that's coming in, and that's really about it. I mean, I could talk about how I ordered 3,000 Miles to Graceland with Kurt Russell and Elvis Costner as Elvis impersonators.
That sounds rad. I'm about it.
What about you, man? You pick up anything?
I don't think that I've got anything. I don't know if we talked about it on the show or not yet, but I did trash pick that huge haul. And what's really cool is that I have now 3 full bins of tapes to bring to the Friday the 13th con that will be for sale, and most all of them are going to be like, I don't know, probably like 2 for $1 or something like that, just so that way I can move them quickly and you guys can enjoy them out there. But yeah, I think because I wound up keeping out of that haul, I wound up keeping 102 tapes for myself, stuff I didn't have or stuff that I was like, oh, this is neat, I could try this and check this out. And then I think there's probably like a solid like 300-400 tapes that like I have in bins. So, and then I'm gonna bring tapes of my own too. So there'll be some stuff that I'm like getting rid of as well that like I just don't watch or I don't like. Because at this point, that's the big thing for me is like that's the best way to thin the herd. I watch a movie, I don't think it's good, I got to get rid of it. There's no point for me to have something in my collection that I don't like watching. So, because like there's somebody out there that probably thinks that it's good and they can enjoy it and have a copy of it. So, but yeah, I haven't really picked up too much other than that. I know that I did get merch. I got these 3 Gutter Garbs t-shirts in the mail yesterday, and it was a Motel Hell, really solid print done for this one. It was a House by the Cemetery, really fucking cool print for that one. And then the pre-order for the Friday the 13th New Blood collection, I got the long sleeve of that. Their shit's so good, man. Honestly, there's so many fucking killer clothing companies out there that are just like absolutely crushing the game when it comes to like horror merch. You know, and it's like, you know, there's just like Gutter Garbs, Paul Bear, Studio House, fucking Cavity Colors. Like there's just like there's so many fucking good companies, and they're all doing something a little different. So it like it keeps me locked in, you know what I mean? And like they have different licensing too. So like, you know, this company might not have, you know, a movie that I like, or like they all have like weird licensing to zombies, so like the designs will be different, and like I don't know. I think I realized that I own like 7 zombie shirts at this point. It's ridiculous.
Let me ask you something about that Gutter Garb shirt. Is it side seamed?
It is. It is. Yeah.
That is my biggest pet peeve with clothing.
Really?
it seems. So yeah, I have very odd measurements, man. I have a 58 chest and a 36 waist,
Gotcha.
and side seams are just odd.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly out for. There's a company that I buy from. I'll plug them a little bit called Grindhouse Supply. It's GRNDHAUS.
Okay.
And they make some really cool stuff that I like. Gutter Garbs, I love their hoodies.
Yeah.
And then a go-to for me through Fright Rags are their zip ups.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Oh, and yeah. Speaking of Fright Rags, they are the big sponsor of the Friday the 13th con, along with Night of Terror, Creamy Acres, as
Yeah.
many people know it.
I work there.
Same.
Good time.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. I think that's about it that I've picked up. Honestly, I know we were talking about doing streams of playing like Dead by Daylight and stuff, and I've talked about it for a little while. I probably since the beginning of the podcast I've talked about doing like horror streams on Twitch, and then like if you guys subscribe to us on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts rather and Spotify, there is now a subscription feature where you can pay, I think, $4 a month, and you will get exclusive content from us. Basically, we really haven't worked out the kinks for all of that yet on how we're exactly going to go about doing that, because we obviously want to make it worth your while. And I think the one idea that was floated around back there was having like a tape club, where there's like a community tape club, and not like a Facebook group, because that's like, that's kind of like there's a million tape Facebook groups out there, and physical media groups and stuff. This would be something a little different. This would be more along the lines of like having almost like a rental system where like there'll be a pool that you can choose from, and then like they'll get shipped out to you and you ship them back. And then, like, if you don't, return them, you'll get charged or whatever. But like, we'll figure something out. We'll get the kinks going. Yeah, I think streaming some of those like Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th games would be a lot of fun. Plus, Ash versus Evil Dead comes out soon here.
Yeah, we got Evil Dead coming out.
the
Yeah, and then
Evil Dead
Texas
video
Chainsaw
game.
Massacre is in the works.
Yeah. So that'll be something
Yeah,
to
I've
look
never
forward
played
to
Dead
for
by
sure.
Daylight.
It's a lot of fun.
You can play like Ghostface and
Yep.
like that, right?
Yeah, they have Leatherface, Ghostface, they have Freddy, and it's funny because they don't have any of the licensing for these killers, so they're all called something different. They have the Nun, they have the Babadook. They have that's the thing. Like the sky's the limit, because like that's how they'll just keep getting people to play the game. The concept is exactly the same. It's basically you have a map. As a survivor, you have to like put gas in the generator, and like there's like 4 different ways to escape, and you got to choose which way collectively between you and your teammates. And then the killer is out to get you, and it's not that easy to kill people as the killer. You have to actually like knock them out and then pick them up and then put them on a hook. And like you have to like hook them, and there is like finishers and stuff like that you can do, but like you have to have like a couple people hooked in order to do it. It's pretty rad. And then there's like maps that are specific to the killers, so it is pretty rad. But that's the thing, like they can just continue to do this because they don't need licensing for the image, and they can skew it a little bit, and like the names are like like I don't know, like it's not Leatherface, but it says like. Maybe it's like Leather Man or something like that, So it'll be very close, but like, still not enough to sue us.
Leather Man.
Yeah, the Leather Man. But
The Leather Man.
yeah, something like that would be fun, But man, I don't know. I think we've been going at this bad boy for about an hour now, I think.
Boy, tired today, man. We only got 2 weeks. Friday 13th con.
Yeah, I know. Friday the 13th con's coming up, man. I'm excited. I'm real excited.
It's my first event with the boys.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there is a tape swap in the work. All you Philadelphians out there, or you people that are close to Delaware, Jersey, and Philly, there is a tape swap that is in the works, being booked at Tattooed Moms in Philly. So the only downside with that is you got to lug your shit up like 3 flights of stairs, but is what it is. It's free to get in. You don't have to pay to get in at all. So we'll get you a date lined up when that comes out to be and is fully planned. But there's always like sick tape vendors that come out. We will definitely be there, slinging tapes and DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever the fuck we got. Probably vinyl, and we had a lot of stuff last time. So
I'll bring some. I'm gonna have some blues at the mini con.
yeah, I figured you'd probably have a couple. Yeah.
I have one expensive item that I want to trade, but I haven't gotten any bites on. I'm looking to trade it for a very specific item.
Okay.
I haven't gotten any bites on it yet, but it's a prized possession of mine that I feel like can be somebody else's.
I like that. And you're after something right now that's a little bit specific, so you kind of want that without spending out the money for it. I like it.
I'll put it out there. So I have a Region B Hellraiser Scarlet box. In perfect condition. It comes with the first 3 Hellraiser movies, a book, art cards, all kinds of stuff. This thing goes for like $300-$400 online, and I'm actually after the Scream Factory Halloween 15 disc set, kind of the Halloween version of the Friday 13th box set they did. And I've had a couple of offers, trade it, but there's been issues with like shipping and dependency and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna put it out there. If anybody needs a Scarlet box and just happens to not be doing anything with their Halloween box set, let me know.
Hell yeah, definitely fucking hit up Bearded Film Guy. That's Chris on Instagram. And if you forget that and you already follow us on Instagram, just shoot us a DM on there, and obviously the message will get to him. Well, listen, man, it is late, and I think we covered the bases on what we needed to today. Next week we'll be back with the regular format. We're going to be doing an episode with Lunch Meat Josh next. So that's the next episode to come out. So we'll get you a specific date for that, and we'll do all that for you listeners out there. So in the meantime, like, subscribe, follow, and most importantly, leave a review on our podcast platforms. If you listen on Spotify, leave a review on Spotify. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave a review on there. The best way for us to gain more exposure on these platforms is with reviews. The more reviews a show gets, the more it will pop up in people's radars. We do most of our promoting through social media via Instagram, Facebook a little bit, but Instagram is the golden ticket. If you guys have Instagram, it's at Tapehead Massacre. For all the listeners out there that aren't a part of our Twitch community, it is at Tapehead Massacre Podcast on Twitch. So go ahead and follow that. We are on Facebook. You just type in Tapehead Massacre. Same thing with YouTube. If you missed the Twitch live stream, you can rewatch it on YouTube. Episodes come out every Tuesday at 5 a.m. And yeah, listen, guys, this was another fun episode. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you, Twitch, and thank you to listening at home or in your car or wherever you decide to listen. And yeah, I guess we'll catch you guys next week for Lunch Meat Josh.
See you guys.
Later.